And here I am at the backstage of BloodStock with Tim from Pythia.
Hello.
And you played yesterday, I understand.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. I don't think we've had a crowd like that before. It was amazing, top to bottom. Couldn't want for more.
And you had a lot of sunshine as well.
Yeah, that was kind of a hindrance almost. Working at these sort of things, you like the sun and everything, but sometimes it'd be nice for a bit of a respite. I got here and met my brother and a load of my buddies who've been here since Thursday, red-faced with panda lines on.
I think that looks gone down well today.
Yeah. I'm worried about taking this off actually. So
tell me a bit about Pythia. When did you first get together?
It was about 4 or 5 years ago. We were all. I've known Ross and Mark for about 16, 17 years. We've knocked around the same pubs and around Kingston Way, and our bands back then played the same circuits, but I never actually jammed with them ever. And Mark had this idea to do his band Pythia, got Emily involved and everything else, and I was sort of like the last one in, I think. And the rest, as they say, is history, pretty much.
And have you got a new album out? Or?
Yeah, February. We just released The Serpent's Curse over here. It's coming out in Europe in October time, September, October. It did really well. It was a lot more worrying than the first one. It was pushing the boundaries a little bit, and it was really well received. So happy days. And we've got to put it out on vinyl again, which is just
of course
got to be done. Got to be done.
Yes, yeah, because we had a discussion with a few other bands about releasing things on CD or vinyl.
Well, at the end of the day, I mean, people are, illegally or no, people are downloading nowadays. So we figured that if someone's going to actually buy a mechanical copy of an album, you might as well give them something really, really nice. You know, something that they can actually put on their wall or on the shelf and be happy with it. So that's what both albums, as much as important as the CD is, it has been the vinyl, and it pretty much sells just as well. So.
And a couple of the other bands said it's the artwork you get.
Yeah. To be honest, I think a lot of bands, especially here, are all probably about the same age as we are, you know, sort of like early 30s and everything. We remember vinyl, and we used to, like, all our favourite bands all had albums on vinyl. So for us to have our own picture disc, it's sort of like you're creating your own sort of success. You know, like, I've got a picture disc, I can die happy, sort of thing.
Brilliant. And they are collectible.
Oh, totally. I've got about 15 of my own at home.
And
make good ashtrays as well if you.
In the windowsill. Forget. And
yeah.
It's hot light today. They do turn into nice ashtrays. That's another story. And besides being collectible, there's the unique sound that you have to find.
Yeah, totally. It was a bit weird when we didn't realise that you had to master the album differently for vinyl than you do for CD, but it makes sense, you know, thinking about it. But yeah, the sound is something that you just really don't get anymore, especially, you know, everything's digitally recorded in the studio, and then on digital format you never actually get the pure analog sort of oomph that metal needs, you know. I mean, it needs that low end, and that's where it came from, I guess. So all good.
And so after BloodStock, where are you going next?
I'm going to south of France, personally. But we've got a couple of things in the pipeline for Christmas, which we've got to put a bit of thought into, but we've got to get out to Europe. That's the main thing. We need to go out there, promote the album out there. I've got a really good record label out there, and they need us to get out there and help them out as much as they help us out. So that's the plan for the rest of the year. Basically, gig whoring, taking anything of note that we can get. You know what I mean? We'll play the opening of a can of Red Bull if we get paid for it. So.
And have you had a chance to watch any of the new bands on the stages yet?
Not as yet. I was a bit worse for wear yesterday, shall we say, after all the excitement of the show and how awesome the crowd were. We all got a bit funky after the show, so I didn't actually see anybody yesterday. But a couple of great bands playing on the unsigned stage. Dreamcatcher, good friends of ours. You know, really got to check them out. And of course, it's nice having the main stage packed with so many big names, but it also gives you an opportunity to take a wander and go and see some of the smaller bands that you probably haven't heard before. So I guess I'm just going to do that, pot luck. Just wander around if I hear something I like.
A couple of ones to look out for today are on the stage are Richard Soul.
Right.
And Walrus Stampede.
Bull Riff Stampede. I could buy into that.
Everybody's saying they are going to be really big.
Cool.
So it might be worth checking them out.
Checking out the competition.
We're going to check them out as well. So we've heard so many things about them. So it's there's Curb Grinder there on the Jägermeister.
Curb Grinder, good friends of ours. We played with Threshold, and Johan is the drummer from Threshold as well. And they're another Peel band. Well, we've seen them at our local pub, the Peel, a few times, and I remember seeing Curb Grinder the first time. It scared the living shit out of me. Just the way he stares everyone out and plays drums like that and sings. Oh yeah, I'd advise anyone to see him doing it acoustic. That's going to be scary, really scary. I'll be standing in the back for that one. Do you have any advice for any of these new bands who work your arses off? Don't rest on your laurels. You can't just wait for it to happen. I know there's a lot of talk about the pop idol mentality and blah blah blah, but never a true word has been spoken. You don't actually get to be a professional in this game and sort of like up your own game unless you put the time in and you do the road work and all the crap that goes with it. Just keep slogging on and just don't ever stop. That's what Twisted Sister said. So it will endure if you make it endure, basically.
Yes. So I think that's about it, really.
Fantastic.
Thank you ever so much for giving us some of your time today.
No worries.
And I know you've got a very busy schedule.
Yes. And bed.
And the Red Bull will keep you going for a while.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Thanks a lot.
Nice
to meet you.